What type of games is being played? How's it going down? It's on to the scorn that I got to know now. Is you with me or what? Think I'm trying to give me a nut? Cause honey's wanna give me the bug. Why? If I'm a keeper, 25th to me, like I do, getting my bark on. Better share the star. Size 7 and girls, 11 with curves. Girlfriend, what? Way back.
That's a sad day. 2,500 on my shirt with the tags. I want it that way. I want it that way.
It's your boy One Trey Rock. Like and subscribe, give me a comment. Alright, I'm gonna hop right into it, man. Alright, so as we all know, the Philadelphia Eagles have 11 draft picks this upcoming draft. But to me, in my opinion, I don't feel like we need 11 players in this draft. I feel like we need a strong 5 to 6 and at least 4 that's going to get on the field right now. 4 or 5 that's going to get on the field right now and contribute right now. Because who actually signs all 11 draft picks? So that's what I'm saying. And we could package some of these picks and move up and get some quality players that we can put on the field right now. I feel like we'll be in a better position for this season and years to come. And moving up, and none of them involve our draft picks from next year, like our first 2 rounders. I mean, our 2 first rounders and our potential first rounder from Carson Wentz. As long as it don't affect none of those. I mean, I feel like we can move around a lot in this draft if we needed to get some quality players. Because I feel like this year's draft, there's a lot of talent in this year's draft. And the first 3 players, the first 3 rounds it's just talent. It's just talent everywhere. So I feel like the Eagles should either trade back up into the first round or try to hop back up into the second round. Because you can still get quality players in the second round in this draft. So, man, like if we was to take a J.C. Horn or a Devontae Smith and we can hop back up and get like a Zane Collins from Tulsa or who else could I say? A Kwity Paye if he's not gone. There's a lot of dudes we could move back up in the draft and get, man. There's a lot of riches in this draft, man. And I feel like we have the right pieces to hop around in this draft. It's just however Howie Roseman gonna play it, man. And that's like I've been hearing a lot of talk about all the stuff Howie Roseman was doing, like in office, and how he was hassling players and he was like trying to keep a leash on Doug Peterson. And I say, I'm not surprised. Like, he tried to do the same to Chip Kelly, but Chip Kelly got him out of there before he can inflict his power on Chip Kelly. I mean, Chip Kelly stepped in and he took over that position. But, I mean, it's not surprising at all. We basically seen how we do this through the years, man, with the Andy Reid thing, with Doug Peterson. So it don't surprise me, but it just frustrates me because, damn, like, Jeffrey, you gonna let Howie just run this organization into the ground like that? We got rid of a Super Bowl winning coach. We got rid of our franchise quarterback. Tons of our coaches walked away because of Howie Roseman. We got, for y'all who don't remember, we got rid of Louis Riddick because of him. He was feuding with Howie Roseman. And Louis Riddick was one of the up-and-coming minds at that time. Man, but whatever tape or whatever Howie Roseman has on, has on Jeffrey Lurie, I don't know, and I don't understand it. I mean, maybe they got family ties. I don't know, or who knows what's going on. But I feel like eventually, how long is Howie Roseman gonna have leeway to lead this team into the ground? That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, how long? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Y'all done let everybody else go. What's so special about him? I mean, he can't draft. Maybe he could he could save you money, or that's what you like him for, I guess. But I mean, you gonna lose a lot of fans, and you're gonna lose a lot of valuable players by dipping in that kind of river. You know what I mean? Because people not gonna want to come play for us. I mean, our veterans going to want to leave. They're not going to want to resign here. He don't draft good at all. So it's like taking a JJ, I think, a Whiteside over a DK Metcalf. That was one of the worst decisions ever. And then Rager over Jefferson. Like, I can't call that right now, but Jefferson had a breakout season last year. You get me? He had a break. Like, he had one of the best seasons a rookie ever had at wide receiver, man. He broke some of Randy Moss records. So, I mean, as of right now, it's looking like it's a bad jump. I mean, so, I mean, I don't want to be on that too long because I got something else that I'm trying to do right now. But I just want to know, man. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Like, how long do y'all feel like Jeffrey Lurie gonna let Howie Roseman run this organization into the ground? Because that's basically what's happening right now. He's a power freak right now. I mean, if you don't agree with him, he's trying to let you go. If you don't have his same vision or whatever the hell he's trying to do, he just gonna make your life hell while you here. And a lot of people not gonna stay. So, I mean, let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. So, all right, so now I want to get into some draft profile stuff, man. And I got a new guy for y'all that a lot of y'all probably know, but a lot of y'all don't. And this guy name is Rhamondre Stevenson, Oklahoma, running back. All right, Rhamondre Stevenson is a running back from Oklahoma. He's getting into a little bit of his draft profile. He's 6 foot, 240 pounds. He ran a 4.5 40-yard dash. All right. Rhamondre is a power back. I mean, he's a power back, but he has football speed. You get me? Like, he's a big guy. He can run you over, or he got a little nimbleness to him where he can step around you. So he'd be that's a good 1-2 punch. And plus, his career at Oklahoma, he really never was the feature back, or he didn't really have time to be the feature back due to a suspension that he had went through. So his body is not really too beat up. He spent his first 2 years at a JUCO. For those of y'all who don't know what a JUCO is, it's a junior college. All right, so I think he'll be a great 1-2 punch with Miles Sanders, man. I mean, you put him in for the short yardage, the goal lines, the 3rd and 1s, 4th and 1s, 4th and inches. You could throw him in there. Miles could be your feature back, and you could throw Rhamondre Stevenson in there, and he could give you those tough yards. And he also has speed to break one if he finds an opening. He's not just one of those big slow backs. He's quick. He can run. So, I mean, Jordan Howard got 1 year. You could bring him in, sit behind Jordan Howard. I mean, learn the game a little bit. He's a big bruising back, just like Jordan Howard. So he can sit behind Jordan Howard, learn it back, but eventually he can be your 1-2 punch. Like I said, he didn't have a lot of carries at Oklahoma. He had decent years. He put up over 6 touchdowns in each of those 2 years, but he was suspended his first year going into his second year. He missed a handful of games due to suspension. So He also was the MVP of the bowl game in 2020 that Oklahoma played in. He had 186 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, he's an explosive. He's not an explosive back like a Miles Sanders, but he's a back that can get you those tough yards and he can break it if he got an opening. I like it. If we could he's projected to be a 3rd or 4th round pick. So, you're not really taking too big of a risk in the 3rd or 4th round. Well, maybe the 3rd, but the 4th round, you're not really taking too big of a risk. You bring this guy in, on your team. I know he's going to press because of the size. He's 6 foot, 245 pounds, and all muscle. It's not like it's fat. He got less body weight than you would think. Less body fat than you would think. And a lot of it is muscle. But he's a big bruising back, man. And I feel like that's what we need on our team. And we don't know how much Jared Howard got in the tank this year, so bringing him in this year that'd be a good situation. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. It's your boy, One Trey Red Hot. Peace.